want to do this? You ready to do this?
All night long.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bunker Club 805 podcast. This is episode 1. The one, the only. I hope there's more than one.
Me too.
Ready? Woo! How's everybody doing? It is. What is it? What day are we doing this? Is it Saturday?
It is Saturday.
It is Saturday. We're going to release this for Sunday. So on this day, September 22nd, we got some fun stuff.
We do.
Some fun inquiries. But do we want to do that first or later? Or whatever?
Let's do it first.
Okay. Here's some history of September 22nd.
All right. So.
Oh, wait. Shit, we didn't even fucking do the intro because we're pro like that because we spent like 2 hours trying to fix all this shit, all the technical difficulties. So I am your host, the New York Pete, or Pete Truent, as some call me, and my co-host this afternoon. Is it evening or afternoon? The Ginger Bunny herself.
Hello, happy
Miss
Saturday.
Nicole. And yes, happy Saturday. I'm a little bit loud, but fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna start this off trial and error. Fuck it. We're gonna mess around and have some fun with it. So we're gonna play the game of On This Day.
Indeed. So, September 22nd, 1998, this day in music.
Ooh.
Good old Marilyn Manson. Right? The top winner at the Billboard Music Video Awards. This is going to date us a little bit for Mechanical Animals and The Dope Show.
Oh, we are stars now in The Dope Show.
So, and then you had mentioned Mechanical Animals.
Dating me, man. Shit. I'm like, oh, I remember 98. Oof.
Yeah, and then Mechanical Animals, you said, celebrated their 20th anniversary?
Yes. Yeah, just recently. That was released on September 15th.
It's one of my favorites.
Now Tony got all weird. That was the cover when he was all slick and just no
figure.
No, just all plastered wide and the mound and the hair. You know, quite a. I don't know. It was like a drastic change from. The people.
That's when music, though, was creative and...
Dude, the 90s were the fucking... Well, okay, you got 2 decades were badass for music. The 80s and the 90s. And people hate the fucking 90s. Well, they hate grunge, because grunge was the big thing. All the hair bands hated grunge because it killed hair metal. I loved hair metal. I still love it. But, it's like, I don't know, the new generation came in.
Yeah.
And were you still a youngin'?
I was.
You don't have to give your age. That's okay.
I do not have to disclose that
You
at this
don't.
time.
But I remember wearing flannel shirts before it was, cool and popular. So, just because in New York it was fucking cold.
I was going to say, here we... in Grover Beach, we didn't really just have the one wardrobe that you can wear 24/7.
Shorts.
Pretty much.
Shorts and
shorts.
a hoodie. Shorts and a hoodie. Or, flip-flops. Fucking flip-flops.
You just called them flip-flops.
I can't fucking stand flip-flops. I can't do it. Grown man wearing fucking flip-flops and, jeans. Oh, fuck.
Well, the worst is when people walk with flip-flops and you can hear them slapping their feet because they're dragging their feet.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's pet peeve there. Anyways.
All right. What we got?
All right, so.
Anything else?
Well.
That's just the one thing. Should we do the one thing of the day, or is there more?
Well, that was our day in music. As far as anything else, I mean, we'll just do that for today.
Wasn't there some Abraham Lincoln shit?
Yeah,
Some
he had passed
way back shit.
some 1800s trivia here. Yes, he had passed the Emancipation Proclamation. So
On this day.
yeah, and then it said something about January 1st where they were actually released, but
Also, it took a while.
It took a while.
I had to go through the so I wrote it on this day, but really,
it doesn't go into effect for a while. But it's a thought that counts.
oh, it's like all the new taxes and shit. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fucking bump up the funds, but it's not gonna happen for a while. Like,
Exactly. So next time we'll touch on some more, but that was the big one, was this day in music. So
all right, cool. We'll do that. We'll mess around with it. Like I said, it's all new to everyone. We're like podcast virgins. So
we're popping our podcast cherry.
Nicole will be joining me, and I'm gonna make her do all the work, and I'm gonna push all the buttons. Click, 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 click.
Make it work, you know?
And you're like sitting all prim and proper, just like, oh my goodness.
Well, have to have good posture.
Monsters are just sitting here, just talking to the big black microphone.
I know, with this sock, I feel like Red Hot Chili Peppers cover here.
That's your ghetto style pop filter. When you only have one good one, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sock both of them.
Make it fair. Make
That's
it fair.
right.
You can't tell.
Yeah, I don't want to be too fancy.
Hey, that's okay.
So broke bastards. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I don't know. We're kind of thinking about stuff that in this area to do. I know that's a main complaint and concern with all of us is what the hell can we do in this area?
Besides drugs and drinking.
Exactly. That's free or doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Seems like all of us, like you said before, we're all living paycheck to paycheck. So what can we do in this area where we're not spending a ton of money and regretting it the next day?
It still seems like
We do
I'm always
that.
taking that. If I go out with the kiddo, man, like one night of bowling, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, how much
Ow!
it was the bowling food and some beers.
Yeah, it was like, like $70 about. It was actually $69 and some
Lucky
change.
number.
But still.
Yeah, you're
you
dropping
know,
$70 on one night.
You know, when you're playing, 6 games, 6 rounds of, what is it, on the frames, so 6 frames of bowling. Some, paying
Some
my
burgers.
games, the kids, burgers, fries, drinks, couple tall boys, PBR.
Can we get them to be a sponsor?
Hey, PBR, can you sponsor us? Because that's what we're drinking right now.
We're drinking your shit anyways.
Yeah, always. Our little local punk rock. Let's plug the punk rock bowling. Our little Central Coast punk rock bowling. There's a little crew on Friday nights that and we just get together. They usually stick us in the corner in Pismo Beach, a little bowling alley over there. Pismo Bowl. Fuck yeah. Some props to them. It's a fun little spot. And there's let me see, Brandy and Chris have kind of taken over for Sandoval in organizing the bowling festivities. So they seem to be always down unless there's a show going on and they're going to that. But it's always fun. You get to meet new people. That's how I met you, and a shit ton of other people.
Yeah.
So it's just like you roll in. It doesn't matter if you're good or not, because most of us are not very good anyway. But yeah.
And we're just there to have fun, and the music's playing. They get us, we're allowed to play our punk music.
Oh yeah.
We mix it up, so you're not hearing the constant radio. Ness. It all sounds the same. So
It's like I can't bowl to Celine Dion or what.
Yeah.
I'm probably dating myself even more. I don't even know what they play on the radio now because I don't even listen. I can't listen to the radio anymore.
no, my ears bleed.
I can't. What's the new thing? Oh, I was just hearing about the train wreck that is Cardi B. You don't even know who
I've
that
heard of that name, but I don't.
Apparently, yeah, she's from the Bronx, my old area. Well, somewhat from area, but New York. And I don't even want to talk about it anymore. That's about
That's
as
enough
far as I
attention
want to
you
go
get.
with that.
You get that much time. Okay.
That's it. I just can't do it. I can't listen to radio anymore. Oh, unless it's well, shit. I can't even listen to the country station either because all that
It's
changed
all,
too.
yeah.
So it turned into for like a couple years or whatever. I got into like the, so I don't know. It was more of the popular stuff, but now it's all bro country.
Very poppy. A lot of it's poppy and.
I gotta give my buddy props. One of my buddies, Gregor Ross, he calls it bro country, and when he said that, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what it is.
Bro
It's
country?
fucking bro country. Yeah, because it's not even fucking country anymore. There's more. It's like a pop songs. And,
Very poppy, yes.
but some guys have somewhat of a southern twang, but there's still some.
Yeah, it's very
In
confusing.
the back, I'm like, that's not fucking country, dude. So no more bro country.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So yeah,
But
no.
I do like it. I do like country. I like so much stuff. What have you been listening to recently?
Ooh.
What's in your car if you're driving?
I've been listening to a lot of industrial lately. So
Old stuff?
yeah.
The old 90s. Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails!
And some Skinny Puppy and some
Oh.
yeah, it just sounds more raw, so
Some raw dog
and you
industrial.
can't go wrong with chainsaws in the background and people screaming, you know.
What's it? Are you listening to Typo Negative too? Because that's
Throw that in there too. Yeah, of course. I'm really liking the iHeartRadio app just because it's free and there's really no.
Is it?
It's
I
free.
thought you had to.
You can pay
that.
for it, but the free
Oh, it's like
one,
everything else, just like the cut.
but they
the
barely
commercials.
have any ads, which is weird because Spotify, Pandora, those have so many ads. But iHeartRadio, I barely get any ads on there, so I've been kind of enjoying that.
Now that you say it, now more fucking ads. Watch.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's like YouTube. Holy shit.
Gosh, that
Just like ads within what you're already watching. You got an ad before it, an ad during.
you pretty much can't enjoy what you're listening to or watching because there's so many ads. But
I know. I still though. I dig watching some YouTube. My son's got me sucked into watching fails.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! And I was like, turn that shit off. Enough of that garbage. And then I started watching. I'm like, ooh, I
Yeah.
watch it in pain, but I also giggle inside because
I just,
too
oh
funny.
gosh, even the twerking videos of girls trying to do that and breaking glass tables and
Oh,
catching on fire.
falling off the stripper pole.
I'm like, well, your friend's right there. What? She is not helping you.
She's like, I'm gonna read. As soon as you bust your ass, bam, it's uploaded.
Yes, no, it. I'm like, that's a true friend there.
She's like, I got your back. Way back.
Well, and then you were talking about YouTube with the movies on there, and that's something I always forget about is looking for movies on YouTube.
Oh, you can get some pretty good stuff. I will dig in there for like some horror shit.
Yeah, no, that's because Netflix is super limited. Hulu, same thing, to find old movies. We don't have any more rental places anymore. I think the only one is in a Atascadero.
Rental spot. There is a little shop still in the in Paso, I think, over by the where the Walmart is.
Oh, okay.
In Paso, there's a little shop where you actually walk through and you're like, holy shit! It's
And
on
pick
the
up
walls.
physical copies
It's
of
on the walls.
movies.
Yeah, DVDs and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I still got my VHS player and a little stack of VHS movies, which I will hopefully expand my horror collection
I have been keeping an eye out for you because I've been seeing them everywhere.
when I have more space to collect. But yeah, for now, I mean, I got some old action movies and stuff. But yeah, I got some pretty good stuff. Yeah, most of the 80s, 90s.
The good stuff.
Kind of action,
stuff.
fucking Cobra and Rambo and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Plus, I mean, the main reason I have this VHS player is because all my old band videos are on VHS. All the CBGB stuff from back in New York with the Truants, and that's I gotta relive.
Stuff that is one of a kind.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, I used to have others, but I lost a bunch of stuff for a while back. But man, I saved the more important. I'm like, no, these are my prized possessions.
My precious.
They're precious. I love my VHS.
So, speaking of movies, just because we were talking about YouTube and movies.
Yes.
The Nun.
Nun.
No. Make them say Nun.
Yeah, The Nun. When did we see it? Like a couple weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago when it first came out.
And, okay. We both have, what? You have your opinion, I have mine. So
The beauty and...
You that's all you. Go ahead. The Nun. Miss Nicole. Let them have it.
Well... What was I going to say about that? So with The Nun, we were introduced to the Nun in the Conjuring movies. Pretty terrifying demon, especially posing as a nun. Nonetheless.
Well, the whole time I was watching it, I was like, fuck, it's Marilyn Manson.
All the way. No.
It totally looked like Marilyn Manson. I don't care.
Once you said that, now, yeah, that's what I'm going to think of.
I saw all those stills. I'm like, dude, but it's Marilyn Manson. Look.
Oh, no, the color of the skin and how the cheeks are, like, sucked in.
And all yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It just brought me back to the old days.
So, I like some aspects of it. I feel like the suspense was really good. But I feel like I only jumped once out of my seat a little bit. And for me, usually I'll have like 5 times where I'm,
Right.
And so I was a little disappointed with that. She...
It wasn't scary enough.
It wasn't scary enough. She had her own movie, Like, that's a big deal to have your whole movie to yourself, and not have to share it with other characters or,
A doll.
the damn doll gets all the attention.
La Monja. For all our Spanish-speaking folks.
And for us that aren't Romania, where it was set, I liked the setting.
Oh yeah, it was cool. It looked cool. Everything looked cool about it. The cat. So okay, so if you haven't seen it, too damn bad because we're gonna talk about it. Some aspects, but so if this is a spoiler, fast forward. Meh. Sucker.
If you want to support it, go see it. But I liked the Romania setting. Super old vibe.
Real gothy looking.
Yeah, very dark. I liked the church it was in. It was really creepy, but just a lot of
bricks. Brick walls.
And a lot of hallways, just a lot of narrow, dark hallways.
Hallways, and there was candles everywhere, but nobody was in it. What the fuck?
I know, they walk in and you're like, wow, who lit all these candles and how are they still lit for,
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I dug it. I didn't go in with all these expectations. I'm not a super movie nerd where I'm going to sit there and pick it apart and I'm like, oh, well, this and that and backstory and blah, 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 and this and the who directed and the story. And I'm like, it was just fun to watch. I dug it. There was a couple little, I guess a couple jumps or definitely spots where you're like, oh!
Yeah, you're like, no, don't go down there. No, don't chase the thing
yeah.
that's being pulled. That's not a good idea.
You were like, don't go in there. Oh no, you didn't.
Bitch, you come out here. If you-
You gonna die.
How bad do you want my soul? Come on. Come on.
You know where you are. But it was cool. I mean, it was what was the story? That it was built, by some duke or whatever, and he was all into some rituals and shit. Fucking
Yeah, pretty much.
trying to summon fucking demons and shit, and then
And then you,
had a bunch of nuns in there trying to keep the demons
at bay.
at bay, just praying like 24/7.
Yeah, they all had shifts that they were doing, and
Oh, they were fucking. You see how they rolled in like they were like in the craft and shit. Just
yeah, they're like soldiers of God, pretty much.
so it's just that could be like a
band?
all like an all chick, dressed up like nuns and just
All chick metal band.
soldiers
of God.
Soldiers of God.
That'd be
On
kinda
tour with
hot.
Striper.
Oh gosh. The visuals.
Oh hell yeah.
I do like when horror movies have some humor in there, and I did think that The Nun had some humorous points, and I appreciated that. My favorite part was when the nun, he had placed the body, in the room, and when the priest came in and he's like, "Father, I did not set her in that position when."
Oh yeah, she was sitting up, just propped up again, and he's like, I'm like, I didn't put her that way. She wasn't like that when I left. And she was laying down, and they're all like, you want to be in the background going, dun dun dun.
Yeah. It's time to leave now.
You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that we were both like, oh, okay.
And that was pretty much the intro to, that was the very beginning of the movie. So I thought that
Almost
was,
kinda. Well, shit. Fucking chick jumped out the window and hung herself, and he happened to be outside. The character Frenchie,
Yeah.
that just made me chuckle a bit because I'm like, of course your name is Frenchie.
and you're hitting on the nun lady.
It's like I worked with a dude named Frenchie because he was French, so I think that's the common name for anyone who's from France.
Pretty straightforward there.
Yeah, but his character is pretty fun. I mean, he was totally macking on the little sister, not his little sister, the sister, the non-nun.
Yeah, the one that hadn't done vows yet, but the Catholic Church wanted her to.
The cute one, the sister in training, nun in training.
Yeah, the nun in training. It's such a good first gig too, Hey, you haven't done your vows yet, but
We're gonna send you to the fucking demon hunting.
yeah, you'll be great at it. Don't worry.
It's just like, why? Huh? I don't know shit.
She's like, I don't know why I'm here either, actually.
That was the funny thing.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you? I don't know nothing. Who are these people? Who are you? I don't know shit.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting little twist there, but
Well, what about the Frenchie and the cross?
oh gosh, that part was
That was too funny. He's out in the fucking
the graveyard.
in the graveyard, just running from shit, and it was like, he sees shit, and he was like, what? What does he do?
There's all these crosses in the graveyard.
I think he was like grabbed the biggest
He
one.
grabbed the biggest cross and carried it with him. and then the next scene cuts, and he is in a bar with the cross in a chair and just drinking.
Yeah, everybody's looking at him. He's just like, but he's leaving the grave. He's like, I'm taking this with me. He's like,
I think all of us would have done that if we had a demon nun coming after us amidst in the fog.
Oh yeah. The outside nighttime stuff was pretty sick. Just all super creepy. That little kid though.
Yeah.
That kid.
I'm like,
That
Father.
kid though.
I'm like, Father, you should know better. You're a demon hunter. You exorcise demons, and you're going to fall for that.
Exercise and let's get physical.
I mean, that's like some of the parts where I get a little disappointed because he didn't even try to be like, oh, this isn't real.
He followed him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so sorry. And you're like, whoa, wait a second.
You're dead.
You're dead, and you shouldn't be talking to me right now, but I'm going to go follow you in this creepy church. And I know.
Ring the fucking bell.
Oh, the damn bell throughout the whole movie.
Fucking bell. You'll hear it. You'll see the bell.
Definitely hell's bells. Let's just
Like little cat bells.
So delicate. So
yeah, I dug it all around. I thought it was cool. It was fun to watch. There was there was some humor in it, not overly overdone. Just like in the perfect parts,
just
and
enough
stuff. The whole ending tripped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
That, but I won't reveal too much, if anything. But
it was
I've
a good
heard
twist.
Stuff.
Yeah. It it was a good twist to say the least.
I mean, the demon nun. It's just choking home. So I'm watching this scene where she's the young sister or whatever is getting choked out. And in my mind, I'm like, does Wayne Brady have to choke a bitch?
Right?
And that was probably the longest fucking choke scene.
Oh, yeah, no, that girl's tough. I'm like, man, you're really going to have to choke her out.
So you got some fucking neck.
In the water, nonetheless. And,
yeah, on the water and all that stuff. It was cool, though. It was, I give that some fucking goats up. For me, goats up. Just because. Because I like some horror movies. I like the darkness, the mystery.
I was happy that she had her own movie, or it had its own movie. But I'm giving it a goat's down. I know.
No. Not
That's
even
the beauty.
one goat?
Half a goat.
Half goat? Damn. All right. One up, one down.
So.
Damn it.
I did like the scenes, though. I liked the atmosphere of it. I wasn't scared enough. Gotta be scared.
Oh. Well, next time I'll just slap you in the back of the head. I'm just like,
I'll scare you.
I should have scared the shit out of you myself.
Yeah, see, then I would have maybe given it a goat's up. But either way, at least the nun had her movie, and it was very dark, and I did enjoy it, but it is what it is. Sorry, nun.
And then there'll probably be another one because,
because that's the era we're in now.
That's what they do. Everything needs a sequel and a threequel.
And a remake. And a remastered edition.
Every movie needs to have part 2, The Revenge. So even this podcast will probably have episode 1, part 2, The Revenge. If it goes on too long. So we'll see. Let's talk about beer. Let's talk about Seven Sisters Brewing. That little spot, they just had their 1-year anniversary this past Friday. Whoop, whoop. And congratulations, y'all. Round of applause. Woo!
Seven Sisters. Ow.
And it was they had so here's what was going down. They were gonna start off they started off at 4:00 and they had 50 bottles of their Imperial peanut butter stout.
Yep, Imperial, I think it's chocolate peanut butter.
No, porter.
Porter, yep.
Porter.
8.2%.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a bottle here. I'm going to crack mine open because we want to try it. So we're going to do a live taste test. Almost live.
So live.
We're going to have live tasting it, smell-o-vision, and all that stuff. So, we're going to crack that open a little bit. But Steve, the owner, he, from what I heard, makes all his equipment.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
For all the brewing, and I think the bottling setup too. So
So everything's done pretty much from
bottom
scratch,
up by hand. Yeah. So that's pretty badass. They got some good stuff on there. See, because I'm a cheap bastard, but not really. I just am just old school New York. I drink PBR, and they have PBR on tap.
And it's so good.
Nice and cold. Nothing like a nice cold PBR from the tap. But their other beers are pretty fucking good.
Pretty
like
tasty.
6.2s, 6.1, 6.2.
Yeah, they have
depending
an IPA.
on what
They have some ciders. They have a nice little.
They got some
selection.
guest taps and stuff. I tried their Kolsch. I was doing that yesterday. I had a few of those, and it was delicious. That hint of cucumber in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Yeah, I just been doing the PBR, so I need to branch out a little more. But
we're just simple people.
Sometimes
simple's
good.
But when I can, or sometimes I'm just in the mood. I just want to, because I want to support their stuff too.
Oh yeah, no, but I was stoked that you turned me on to that little gem of a place, because so Seven Sisters is in San Luis.
Right off of Tank Farm, right before you hit Higuera, that first left turn.
Yeah, it's pretty much behind Food for Less. But yeah, it's a great little spot. I was super comfortable in the atmosphere, and it just inviting, and
it's a cozy little spot. It's not overly big, so everybody's kind of in there, and you just, sometimes people's conversations get morphed into others, and you're like, oh yeah, and this and that, and
I think that's what I like. Is it's not all open and huge, where it's just more cozy, comfy.
You don't get lost.
Exactly, and then the family atmosphere is kind of nice, so it gives people the opportunity to bring their kids if they need to. So.
Yeah, they do some wine tastings. They did it there yesterday. They had first 50 people. So the cool thing is it's right around the corner from my job. Right off of I'm more on I won't say. But
it's near work nonetheless.
Most of my coworkers will hit it on Friday after work, after a long brutal Friday, and go kick back and have a few beers and just talk shit or whatever. And Cameron back there behind the bar on mission control, he definitely takes care of us, and he's a very cool dude. And all the other gals back there, everybody's very cool. And Steve and Emily are just very cool people. I chatted with Steve a while back during one of their comedy nights, which is another cool thing. If you want to do, if you're strapped or whatever, something free to do, we're gonna add that to that, the little freebie stuff.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about this place, they usually have some kind of entertainment. I believe they're closed on Mondays, but they usually have some kind of entertainment going on. But every second Saturday of the month, they have a free comedy night. So they get about, I think, 4 or 5 comedians,
a couple hours.
And through from throughout California, and some are coming through town or whatever. But they throw it down, especially the women. Some of the women comics are brutal, and they're awesome. So definitely check it out. You have to go.
I know, I keep missing it. And they have some other things, though. I mean, Tuesday, my friend Grant said that they're doing the cabaret. So they kind of switch it up with what they do and offer for free. And I'm pretty impressed with that little spot and what they're doing. And, anything free is just so nice. Because, you are buying beers there. So it's like anything in addition is really fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you any bands or musicians, wherever somebody can, being a musician, wherever I can plug in and play, hell yeah, okay, all over it. And they have a little groups that'll do their thing. What was it? who played yesterday? Bee in the Hive.
And they had
They would kind of started things up. They had the Queerdos show.
the SLO County and
And saw some photos from that. I was there. I didn't stay the whole night. I was planning to, but had a lot of things.
some
other
Fridays
things.
are a little more rough than others. So
Yeah.
we were there for a couple hours though.
Yeah, we with some coworkers and just shooting the shit and knocking them back.
But I was so excited that they offered something free just for coming to their 1 year anniversary.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that was a big bottle. Was that like a 22 ounce? Or
It's a 22 ounce, and you couldn't buy it, so
Yeah.
you only got it if you came and the first 50 people. So
Mm-hmm.
I was really impressed with that, and I don't really ever see that anywhere.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Congratulations to them. Oh, and I have to tell you about so they had a special menu. They have a regular menu with some grilled cheeses and some special, but they rolled out a little menu, and they had this stout stew. It's a beef stew that Miss Emily. It was very good. Miss Emily took care of that, and she was over there at home, fucking slaving over that stove. Oh.
making that stew.
That stew. I mean, it was good. Very good. First thing, I purposely didn't have lunch at work so I can go stuff my face.
Go grub.
I had a big old bowl, nice and hot, carrots and
I like
beef
how
and
chunky.
potatoes.
Yeah.
It was good, and some bread on the side, and just oh my god, I almost wanted another bowl.
At least they were a good size too. It was a good size
Yeah,
bowl.
it was a good bowl. Yeah. But it was delicious. So congratulations to you guys for 1 year, and keep it going. And I will definitely be trying more of the beers. I'm not big into IPAs, but I will try them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have a little bit of everything. You know, the ciders, the IPAs, the stouts, and whatnot. And there's something for everyone there.
They have some popsicles as well.
I saw that yesterday. They had they call them the boozy
Boozy
popsicle,
popsicles. Yeah.
orange cream, root beer.
It's a different flavor.
They
so
also-
those hot days. Yeah.
They also have those root beer floats.
Oh yeah.
So they'll use that chocolate
with their
peanut
beer.
butter to make a root beer float. So
Mm.
I kind of like the dessert aspect too. Haven't tried anything yet, but it does look tasty. So one of
You're
these days,
Bring it.
when I'm having those munchies, then that's when I'm gonna get that. But
Oh yeah.
I keep eyeing it.
I have my usual special secret menu that I get to order. I won't tell anybody. I can't reveal that.
Keep it super secret.
That's right. Like they tell somebody over there was like, you have the kitchen wrapped around your finger. I'm like, nah, not
Maybe.
really. Sorry. But yeah. So
We will keep supporting you, Seven Sisters. Congrats.
yeah,
And
keep
thank
doing
you
your
for
thing. And hopefully we can come in one day and just do a podcast right from there, and do a little tasting of just a little everything. Have you guys tell us the story, the whole story behind it, and all the
little Q&A and history.
and tell us all your about the all the gear, and, the
Yeah.
time, and I mean I'm sure it does. It's a serious process. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, patience definitely, to say the least.
None of which I have.
Yeah, but,
I can't even be online in the supermarket without wanting to cut someone's head
we
off.
appreciate your patience, and we'll keep drinking to that. So cheers.
Cheers to your frosty beverage.
Exactly.
First, what's this down there? First anniversary ale.
Whoop whoop.
Let me put on my glasses so I'm not such a blind old man. So,
Only 50 of us have this.
yes. And we're going to crack this open and take a taste. And, hey, you going to listen? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
The seal has been broken. Your glass. And we have some ice cream over here that we're going to try with some, what was that, cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream. Do a nice little imperial float.
A little imperial floatage.
Ooh.
I'll just use this for this for now. For tasting.
Ho, it's a dark baby.
Beer. Drink. Beer. Yeah, it is a dark one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
I'm a sniffer. All right, cheers.
Whoop, whoop.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
And it goes down really smooth.
Mm-hmm. Trying to pick up everything, you know.
Yeah, it definitely has a couple things going on that
This is probably what I think they have it on tap now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hit it every so often when I can. But
when
I
you're
think,
feeling like it.
Yeah. Well, I think was it. I don't know.
Has a little hint of coffee-ish, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like it does.
See, I'm not the beer connoisseur. I'm like whatever's cheap and more of, I will buy.
Yeah, I definitely can't. I'm not good with deciphering all the hints
the
and
palettes and stuff.
yeah,
But
but
that Kolsch, though, you can definitely taste the
cucumber.
cucumber in there.
Yeah, so it kind of has
Yeah.
definitely tastes of peanut butter. Definitely has a little bit of hint of coffee. It's really good though.
Oh, there's some peanut butter in there, but yeah, I don't taste the peanut butter all that yet, but
Yeah, it's not overwhelming. Really smooth for 8.2.
shit, I'm gonna get hammered.
It's a heavy hitter.
Fucked up really quick, probably.
You're gonna hit it and not want to quit it.
It didn't fall over, crack my skull.
We're not in October yet. You can't do that.
It is good though.
Very good.
I mean, I don't have a sophisticated palate to decipher all
Yeah,
stuff
but
in it, but it's good.
if you like porters, this one is going to be for you. And if you like trying something new, that little hint of peanut butter is really good.
Yeah, I don't think I've even had a porter before, but I dig this. This is cool. Like super dark beers. I like, blondes, ambers. Ambers.
It's like our love life here.
Blondes, reds. Just ginger beers.
Yeah, right.
No, but I dig this. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. I dig it.
Thank you, Seven Sisters,
Yes.
for the complimentary first anniversary ale. It's delicious.
I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pour this
Ooh.
in that ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream.
Shut up. Should I do the whole bottle? The rest, or? Well, this is enough. I dig that. Let's try this.
See, if you think about it enough, it does come true. Is that a good mix?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hit that. It's just with some cookies and cream ice cream.
Oh wow, that's really good.
That's not bad, right?
That's really good. Yeah. I am impressed.
Yeah. Put it on the menu. Summertime. Oh yeah. And then
That chocolate kicks it off good.
I guess it enhances the. Should be in there.
That's good.
I think there's supposed to be some chocolate in there.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a chocolate peanut butter stout, but I don't. Or porter. I keep saying stout, but porter.
Hey Porter. Hey Porter.
Now I'll never forget.
Yeah. Cameron was talking to me about to us about it. I think he mentioned it being some chocolate or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
I have trouble listening.
We both might have that problem.
Want some more of that?
Yes, please.
Right on. I dig that. Good beer. Excellent beer. Excellent place. You guys rock. Hell yeah. Go visit Seven Sisters down St. Louis Obispo.